there. Hey, what are you doing? Fuck off. Okay, hi there. Eric Wolf here. As you can tell, still dealing with Christmas aftermath. But I am here to review a blaster that I bought, not from Christmas. I didn't get any blasters for Christmas because I just buy myself them. But today's review is a Adventure Force review on the Adventure Force Scorpion. It is a minigun style blaster with a rotating barrel and is a chain fed blaster and full auto. I may add, it takes 6 AA style batteries. 6 AA's. So when people say, "Oh, you need multiple batteries. You need multiple big batteries," no, you don't. You really don't. Let's get into the cosmetics of this. On the outer shell, looks like a minigun. Looks like a small minigun. A rotating barrel. As you can see, it rotates. Triggers. It's a good, comfortable trigger. The handle, it's a bit cramped for my hand, but it works. It gets the job done. The carry handle right here, once again, is cramped because this is made more for a 12 to 14-year-old, where I'm 16, but I do have smaller hands. And for the record, an adult could use this because an adult could have their pinky on the outside along with this, so you could just use 3 of your fingers, but thankfully my hands are small enough to where I can put all of my fingers except my thumb into the handle, and it works. The handle itself, it's pretty comfortable, but with this here, it does make it a little bit cramped, but it gets the job done. It's chain fed, holds 20 darts. You can easily just reload it like that. So there's the reloading. And this is how you take it off and put it back on, like so. And it's a weird type of conveyor belt. It doesn't use rubber. It uses plastic to where it makes it rotate. And unlike Nerf blasters, to where it has a rev trigger, this has a rev switch. Oh! This might be small, but this can pack a fucking punch. This little blaster right here, would you believe me, if I told you that this can fire up to 107 FPS? Yes, it can. And if you want proof about that, go to Coop772, and he, in one of his older reviews that came out like 6 years ago, shows that I don't have a meter or one of those special things where you can shoot a dart through it and it'll show you the FPS. I don't have one of those. But if you want proof, go and watch Coop772's video if you want to be more in depth. But this can fire about 5 darts in about 10 seconds. It's maybe 15. I've never really actually timed it, but it does have a relatively slow rate of fire compared to other full auto blasters on the market right now, and even some semi-auto blasters can be faster than this. But in my opinion, I don't think that's what this was truly made for. See, I think this blaster is more made for a secondary, and I will get into more depth into into my reasoning when I get into my personal opinion at the end of the video. Let's get to the fire demo, shall we? Done. Right here. Hello. Just moving that like that. Oh, let me. Do that. We got a lot of clothing. I got a lot of clothing for my birthday. I mean, not my birthday, for Christmas. So once again, you click the red trigger, or I mean not the red trigger, the red switch. You hold down. Oh, jam. Let's try this again. Freya, out of the way. Freya? Yes, this is Freya, the little troublemaker. Get out of here. Sorry about that. No, I'm not editing that out. Let's try this again. Freya! Freya, out of the way! There. Freya, out of the firing range. Okay. That was the firing demo. It would have been quicker if you didn't get in the way, Freya. And it did jam up a few times because of the fact that if you do use crummy darts, they can occasionally slip out because of the agitator, or I guess you could say the agitator, causing it to rotate, can sometimes cause crummy darts to slip out. But that's only with crummy darts, and most of the time, if you use normal darts, it doesn't really jam up. Getting to my personal opinion, I think it's a good blaster. Okay? And if I had to give it a rating between 1 being the worst and 10 being the best, I'd give this about 6, maybe a 7. So it's a good rating for this blaster. If you want something faster, there are faster Adventure Force blasters, like the one that like the last Adventure Force one, I think was, a Busby blaster that was released in the Adventure Force line. That was actually semi-auto. But this one, I think, is a very good secondary to go along with that blaster. And really, for any loadout, in my opinion, even if you're somebody that loves Nerf and you prefer Nerf over everything else, I would still suggest this to you. That's how good I think this blaster is. It's not the best by far. There are definitely a few cons to this blaster, like the fact that it is small. It's rather small. That can be an advantage to it being able to be used as a good secondary. But that's also a hindrance because of the fact that some adults can't use it. If you're like a midget, this would be giant for you. No offense to any midgets in the audience. But yeah, it's a good blaster for what it is. It's a good package if you're looking to get into the hobby of foam flinging fun, or just one, or if you just have some Nerf darts and you don't have a full auto blaster and you just want to fling foam as fast as you can. It's a good deal. It's a good deal in my opinion because without tax, it's about $19.98 at Walmart. In my opinion, that's a good deal for this. A full auto blaster that comes with 20 darts and is a chain-fed blaster. Yes, you can get some better blasters from Adventure Force that are exactly like this. But if you're on a budget and you don't want to have to pay like $30 for something that does come with more, I would suggest getting this. I would highly suggest getting this. And if I was in a Nerf war or a war in general when it comes to foam flinging this, I'd bring this. I would honestly bring this into a war with me because I would not suggest you to use this as a primary because of the fact that it uses a chain. If this used a bit more of an efficient style of chain, or if it had a longer chain like 50 dart chain or a 40 dart chain, I'd say, yeah, go ahead, use it as a primary. But for a chain-fed blaster, it does have a small amount of ammunition. But I think Adventure Force meant to do that because of the fact that it has a low rate of fire. But because of the fact that it is technically full auto, it can still do the job as a secondary. And that's how I will use this in a war. As a great secondary. This is an amazing secondary, and I highly suggest getting it for that role. And not to mention that it only takes 6 AA style batteries. Yes, that is more than like something like a Strife that takes 4 AA batteries. But this is full auto, has a rotating turret type thing. But if it didn't have this and was a semi-auto blaster, it would probably only take about 4 AA batteries. So, okay, I'm back. Fully reloaded now. Okay. That was the review. If you fucking loved it, or fucking hated it, leave a like or a dislike. Subscribe. Don't subscribe. Ring the notification button or not. I don't really care. I'm just glad you're watching it. That was the review. I hope you guys liked it, or if you didn't, I don't care. So, I will see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.